Hey everyone, Mark Saltzman here. Today we're taking a look at the Xperia Play from Sony Ericsson. This is dubbed the PlayStation phone. I'll show you why in a moment, but it is indeed the first PlayStation certified device. So very cool stuff, which we'll get to in a moment, but it really is designed for gamers. But at first glance, it'll look like any other 4-inch touchscreen Android device. It does run on Google's mobile operating system, so you have access to more than 200,000 apps from the Android market. You can customize the phone in many different ways. You've got one-touch access to Google apps such as Gmail and Search and Maps and everything else that Android brings to the table as an open operating system that is very customizable. Sony Ericsson has some of its own software on there as well, such as the ability to consolidate your social media contacts in one place. But if you're going to buy this device, it's really meant for gamers. That's who they're going after. So you'll notice that it is thicker than most smartphones and heavier as well, but there's a reason for that. Check it out. So you flip that down and you now have a gaming device that feels very comfortable, not unlike a PSP. A little bit different, but it's got a lot of game support. There's 6 titles preloaded. I'm going to show you Asphalt 6 in a moment, but there's 6 titles preloaded depending on your carrier. In Canada it's Rogers, in the US it's Verizon Wireless, but it's going to be a little bit different depending on where you are in the world. And at launch, 60 different titles the first week, says Sony Ericsson, which is very ambitious. But let's take a look at the controls. As you can see, there are familiar D-pad here. It's got familiar face buttons to those who play PlayStation games like X and O and square and triangle. Then there's these in the middle, which are analog sticks. They are touch-sensitive virtual analog sticks, so you can, depending on the game, control the action with your thumbs there. And then finally, there are shoulder buttons or triggers on the back. Again, it depends on the game, but that's basically it. So along with the 1 gigahertz processor, it does have a lot of graphics performance. It's got a beefy GPU here, so it can render 3D games pretty smoothly. I've noticed a few sort of performance hiccups, but as you can see, this is Asphalt, so you can control the action either with the analog stick or with the D-pad. I'm trying to do this backwards, so forgive my driving here. And then so you can steer with the D-pad or the analog sticks, change camera angles, you do the nitro boost, and it really is a good-looking game. So this is an example of one of the 3D games that you get with it. And I don't mean 3D as in stereoscopic 3D where you need glasses or anything, but high-performance console-like graphics in a handheld, which is really what the Xperia Play is all about. And it did mention about 60 titles off the top. So it's a slider phone that you really are going to take advantage of the gaming capabilities. It also has, let me just turn that off. It also has a camera on the back, so it's got a 5 megapixel camera here, so you can snap photos. You can shoot video, but it's not HD, so be aware of that, compared to the Xperia Arc, which has an 8 megapixel camera and the ability to shoot HD. So this is not for those who want to make little movies. It does shoot VGA quality video and takes pictures. So again, there is a couple of trade-offs. It is heavier, it is bulkier, and it is a little bit thicker because you are going to be using this as a gaming device, instead of bringing along a PSP and a smartphone, they want to give you the best of both worlds by giving you an Android phone, and of course it plays all those Android games as well as dedicated games that you can download digitally. Finally, there's expandable memory, micro SD, as well as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS, everything you'd expect in a smartphone. No price has been confirmed at the time of recording this, but it should be out in late April or early May. Again, through Verizon Wireless in the States, Rogers in Canada, and that's it. So that's the quick and dirty preview look at the Xperia Play from Sony Ericsson, the PlayStation certified smartphone. Hope you like it. Take care. Ciao.